possibly one of the most iconic tracks of 2019? 2018 when this, I think it was 2019 when this track came out, and I think it was April of 2019 if I remember correctly. It was the night before I went on this trip with my friends. We went up to New Hampshire, or Rhode Island. We went up to Rhode Island, I think Providence, Rhode Island. This is just a random fact, just a funny memory that it's funny how certain memories stick in our mind and certain like songs and things. And I remember I was in bed, getting ready to go to bed, and a song was released, I guess at midnight. I don't know why I was going to bed at midnight, like crazy back then. Because now I go to bed at like 9:30 and get up at 4. But I was going to bed at that song and video were released. I was like, I gotta film a video for this. So I actually got out of bed and went downstairs and went and filmed a video for this. And then the next day I went and left for my trip for Rhode Island. But this track was like probably one of the most iconic tracks of that year. Like it was everywhere. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing this track because it was super catchy. But just a huge track for Taylor. So today we got The Making of Me, which I'm excited about. This Miss Americana movie, if you haven't seen it, is very, very fascinating. I watched it maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I guess. Really interesting to see, the different side of Taylor and the different side of the fame, essentially, but also the creative process along with it. So let's get right into this. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and you got Taylor Swift making Me. Electric Lady Studios, baby. I didn't realize Me was on Lover. Do you know that, this is a side note, that Jimi Hendrix started Electric Lady Studios? Nice chord progression. So what you're seeing right here is a very, very, very interesting part of the songwriting process that I relate to tremendously as an artist that writes my own music. It's like this process of like, you have this general idea, this string of thoughts. Like she has a do 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 do, and it's like, okay, where do we take it from there? Let me play this chord. Let's try this. Let's change this melody. Let's throw this line out there. That's just literally the part of the songwriting process. It's like can be incredibly frustrating, but also that there's something about cutting your teeth doing it that it's also kind of great at the same time.
It sounds different than I thought it would on the piano. It almost sounds sadder. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's like the only thing I really have minimal stuff, but it's like, so you say that, like, and then you say that you'll never find another like me.
It does sound sad.
I don't know. I don't have no idea.
It's really cool.
You like it?
Yeah.
So speaking of that, actually, too, I could feel the second hair and I don't know what the word is, like worry, like when you share a new song that you're like not super confident in yet. There's this like, it's super, I guess, vulnerable. It's a super vulnerable moment where it's like, what if it's terrible and they think I'm stupid kind of thing. And I as a songwriter relate to that tremendously, and you could totally feel like that's kind of the vibe that she was giving off. It's like, is this terrible? Tell me if it's terrible. But like you have to take that step of faith, especially when you're working with somebody, to be like, let me know, because we can either continue with the song or just completely drop it. But I can't do anything if I don't show it to you. Huge
I think
drum
this is
line.
the first single. First verse, and like maybe a lower volume so you can hear what lyrics I'm trying to say. And
So I'm curious. It's actually really interesting that they know this is going to be the first single already, just because like the song isn't even released yet, which is very interesting. Like, or like it's not even done yet. So how do they know it's going to be the first single?
says it's some bullshit on the phone. I never leave well and not for long. And trouble's gonna follow where I go. And there's a lot of cool chicks out there. One of these things is not like
crazy.
the others. Like a rainbow with all of the colors. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, I tell you that you'll never find another like me. I'm the only one.
Let's talk about this really quick. So what you're seeing, it looks like, is like that point of the song where it's like they have enough of the lyrics and the production to feel like, hey, we've actually got something, and this is a really cool thing. And it's like almost like as an artist, this sigh of relief moment where it's like, oh shoot, this is actually really cool, and like, oh, now we just have to tweak things here and there and make it like, you know, subtle differences, as opposed to being like where that you have a structure and it's exciting to work on it, rather than it's like, I don't know where to go with this. It's crazy to see the songwriting process, man, behind
Holy
the scenes.
shit! Oh my god, did we just do like this whole verse and chorus?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Everything up to that point is good.
Yep.
I think you look like you might need a rest.
I don't need a rest. I'm fine. This means it's working.
It's so cool. It's so interesting. I would love to see like a 2-hour documentary of her, like even longer, I'd watch a 3-4 hour documentary of her in the studio, just watching the creative process, just being a fly on the wall, being able just to see, because there's so much you can learn, so much that inspires at least me as an artist to see other artists in the studios. So that was really cool. I'd love to know what you think you'd like to see next. Let me know in the comments. If you're new to the channel, again, my name is Jacob Restituto. If you're coming back, I appreciate you watching the video. God bless and peace out.